Hi friends, good morning. It's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. Welcome to Saturday Morning Crafting. I have so much fun stuff to show you. I have been working with the beautiful butterflies all week if you've catched any of my posts, and I absolutely love it. There's so many possibilities, and I spent some time coloring this morning. So today we're going to make a shaker card. I'm also going to show you some tips, so you may never have to buy window sheets again if you make, if you make shaker cards. And then I also have a glitter brush boost. I'm going to show you on this very first one that we're going to do because you don't, it really kicks up your glitter pen, like your Winkostella. So there's that, and then what else do we have? I'm going to show you how to use the hybrid embossing folder. What else do I have on my notes? Oh, and a unique card base design. I'll show you in a minute. So let's get going. I'm super pumped. Let's do it. Good morning, good morning. Tell me where you're from, where you're at, what's happening for you today. So this, we've got, I think I've showed you this before, but my stamp set didn't get shipped, but it has arrived. So here's the big stamp, is this. I stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Black, and then I colored it. Do you see the shimmer of glitter on there? So what I did, so this is a Winkostella. It's about $11 Canadian. I'm a Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So when this is done, when your glitter brush is done, like it's empty, twist this. This is full, so I'm not going to empty it. Twist this so that it reveals the barrel. And then you can buy these, which are pearlized enamel effects. They come in a 3-pack. I think there's like there's gold and some other colors. I took the white pearlized enamel effect, dropped some into the barrel, and then added just a little bit of, like a few drops of water. Y'all, it's crazy. It's so awesome how shimmery it makes this. So it's a great way to reuse your Winkostella. So let's go over this. So I'm going to show you right off the get-go how we're going to cut and emboss this beautiful piece that I colored. So a hybrid embossing folder means that you can emboss and you can cut all in one go. So for this set, you can do it with this big butterfly, which is what we're going to do right now. You can also do it with this little guy here. So what you do is on the side that has the Stampin' Up! Logo, you're going to take your your die cut, pointy side up, and you'll see that it kind of locks into place. It won't stay like forever, but it just kind of nests. That's the word I'm looking for. So then if you just had a blank piece of cardstock, just throw it in there, run it through, and it'll be good. I want to specifically cut this butterfly, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to line this up and get it perfect. Might have to cut that edge like so. Yep, that's good. So hang on to that. All right. Ugh. My station is not meant to really have this on my work surface, but it doesn't fit in the mini. Okay, so very carefully making sure we're still in good shape. So always put your embossing folder with the spine going in this way. So we're gonna hold that there. And then we're gonna take this plate number 4. We're gonna put it here. Oh, I should bring up your comments too. All right. So there should be a little bit of resistance, but it shouldn't be, really hard to pull through. Oh, if it is, then you might not have it right. Wait for this. You ready for the wow? It's gonna be incredible. So then it pops out. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm just in love. So this pops out, and then I've just totally jazzed up my, do you love it? I need your comments. I need you to, I want to know if you love this as much as I do. So you can put this on like a foamy mat. And then, so you could take like the edge, maybe this is a bit pointy, but something a little more rounded. And you could roll on the paper just to break up the fibers. And then what'll happen is the paper will kind of lift. I love it. I absolutely love it. So save this if you want. You could cut out this. There's a die cut. Okay, let's go over all the bits here. And then I'm going to show you my samples. All right. So this is the January to April Stampin' Up! Catalog. I'm on page 38. Beautiful. I cannot for the life of me say this word. Bohec, but that's not it. Bokeh? I don't know. This is the suite. So if you want everything in the suite, it's one order code here. So you get the stamp set, you get the hybrid embossing folder, you get the dies, you get these little these mini shaker bits, and then you get this designer series paper as well. It's 6x6. Is there any more on this side? Yep, there's more. Oh gosh, there's more. There's 4 pages in here. So I'm gonna show you these samples. So that's where it is in the mini catalog. You can see this virtually, like digitally. If you don't have a paper copy, just let me know. I'm happy to send you one if you're in Canada. So this is Celebration. So for every $75 you spend, you get a free something. But listen, February, Stampin' Up! Released new products, and one of the products is this stamp set, which is incredible. So here's all the bits that you get. So you got the dies. Let's put this back in here. Hybrid embossing folder that we just worked with. The little bits and bobs. They're a bit static cling, so they kind of pop out everywhere. Sorry, I keep something in my throat. Here's the beautiful butterflies. Ready for the next tip? Let me just, surely I must have comments by now. There we are. So this is the stamp set. My favorite sentiment is, in case you need me, I'm here. I love the scriptiness. These here were a little bit confusing. I didn't know what they were for. I thought maybe they were to fill in this butterfly. They don't line up. So I am going to show you what those are for. So here's the next tip. When you get a new stamp set, when you get a photopolymer, that's what these stamps are, the clear ones, they're called photopolymer. They come on a plastic sheet like this. So when you open up the stamp set, all of these stamps are attached to this piece. Keep this. This is your window sheet. So, let me just show you how many I have. So, like here, like this isn't, I just grabbed, sometimes when they're like this is not, don't keep these, well, I mean, you can keep them if you want, but they're not sort of sturdy enough for window sheets. So to make a shaker card, you need a window sheet. Stampin' Up! Sells window sheets in 12 by 12, but why would I buy that when I have all of these, all of your stamp sets that you have ever bought? Maybe you've been keeping these. So that's what we're going to use. So you peel off your stamps, put them on the photo that's on here to make sure you have all of them. And then you keep this and for a rainy day. All right, so let's do samples. I'm enamored with this. Do you guys love this? Where's your comments? Thank you, Pam, for putting in the Bing bouquet. You're a good friend, Gail. Thank you, bouquet. I love that you guys are helping me. Love it. Oh my gosh, look at all your comments. I love it. Thank you, thank you. All right, so here's my little stat. Okay, I got 2 fails. Well, I got 1 fail. This is it. This is my fail. So it's beautiful. What I have done is I've heat embossed in silver, and then I put on, this is Melon Mambo and this is white. And then I thought, well, that's fine, whatever. I'll just trim, from the back, any pieces that hang over, but they don't stay. Like this one is just hanging on here. So this would work if you laid these on top. It wasn't really the look I was going for. But anyways, I mean, it looks pretty still. The other fail is that this is basic cardstock, and what I should have used when you're just doing a single layer is the thick basic white, but it's still pretty. So here's one I made this morning, and then this opens up like this. So like, how many layers are we talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. So you want to know how I failed is because when I was putting all these little dots on here, which is in the stamp set, I got some on my block and then it mixed everywhere. Wah, wah. But anyways, it's beautiful, I think. So this is peach pie. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm doing things in Facebook that are a little bit different, and my comments are just a little bit different. I will do my best to keep up. Put on top of the stamps, and like you keep the window sheets elsewhere. Yeah. Christine, do you not take your stamps off of that window sheet? Geez, maybe that's a good question. Do all of you do that? So I've used an embossing folder. We did this at the Craft and Chat, which by the way, there's only 2 spots left for March 1st. So if you want in on that, then please let me know. There's only 2 spots left. So we've got these wings. This is Blackberry Bliss. And I've cut around, is this in the stamp set? No, this is not a sentiment from here. So we did that last weekend. Then I made this one. This is cased from Stampin' Pretty. She's a demonstrator in the States. So this one's a little bit different because I've popped up this layer, but then I've die cut. Can you kind of see that? How I've die cut out of the white? It just gives it kind of a 3D effect. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. And then underneath here, I've cut and embossed this Daffodil Delight. And then this is just white. And then I've brushed Wink Estella over it. So they're simple and striking, in my opinion. So this is the designer series paper, and I've stamped in Memento. And yeah, and then I thought maybe instead of doing white on the inside, it's kind of fun to do a different color, like a coordinating color, you know? All right, so let's talk about these little guys, because I thought, what do I actually even do with these? And someone said, oh, they are wings. But what I saw somebody else do, which I'm going to do another video after this one, like a recorded one, and I'll post it, is another way to use these to add dimension in behind a butterfly. I'll show you in a video. But this is pretty. So this is Pumpkin Pie and Daffodil Delight. Do you love it? Gail, you never take your stamps off the sheet? Ah, well, girl, now you're in the know. Okay, what do you think about this one? Do you love it? Do you like it? It's cute, hey? And then I played with the different bodies. Okay, here's what we're making today, friends. It's a shaker card. Like, honestly, when was the last time you even made a shaker card? Have you ever made a shaker card? Some of you have, I know. Any newbie shaker card people? Today's your day, friends. Let's do it. Let's craft it up. I lied to you. Let me show you this. This is the unique. I forgot to show you this one. So one of the dies, sorry, I lied to you. I said we're gonna start and we're not. So this die, this one. So see how you have these little lines here? You're gonna line, this is how this went. This was an 8.5 by 11, just a standard A2 size card base. I lined the score line up with these lines here on this die, ran it through the the stamp cut and emboss machine, and then you have to snip. Like, you gotta snip. You'll see when it pops out. And then, isn't this adorable? Love it. So this is what it looks like when it's just first cut. So then you just need to snip. So then, for example, this is not our project today. I'm just getting a little carried away here because I'm excited about this. So there is Sketch Butterflies, which is another butterfly set in the annual catalog. So if you have butterflies already, this is just a different options with this one. But if you don't have butterflies, which I do not have any butterflies, I'm like, yeah, it's time to get some butterflies. And I'm so happy with this purchase. So then this one, this is this celebration paper, free celebration paper. And that's gonna layer over Perfect Lane. And then I'll probably die cut, this is maybe Melon Mambo. I'm gonna die cut this intricate die to go over and then add a body and then it's done. Isn't this adorable? If I had a little girl, I would make all of these for her little friends in school. I love it. But I do not, and Zach would be horrified if I did that to him. All right, now let's get together, or let's do it today. So you're gonna need, where's my window sheet? You're gonna need, I've lost my window sheet. Okay, so pro tip, oh, here it is. The window sheets become very challenging to find on your work surface because obviously they're clear. So you need a window sheet. You need foam adhesive strips. So you can use dimensionals if you want. It kind of ends up taking a whole lot of dimensionals to get the same effect, so I don't recommend it. But if you're in a pinch, totally you can do that. You might want to double up, but it's a bit of a hot mess. So if you don't have foam adhesive strips, you should have them for shaker cards. Here's another pro tip. If you're going to use this, and I'll show you how we're going to use it for the shaker card, do not also think that you can use these because they're different heights. These are taller than these. So I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. And then what else do we need? We need some inks here and here. Do not need that. Let's go over our bits and bobs. What do you guys think so far? More reason to make them for, oh my God, Christine, he would be mortified. Okay, what color is this? Fresh Freesia. So we're going this way. Then I have the one piece of the designer series paper. It is just 1/4 of an inch smaller. So all the measurements, of course, will be in the newsletter tomorrow, which I put a link to the newsletter if you want to sign up for that. I've got a couple extra bonuses in there in my newsletter that you'll see tomorrow. This is obviously the same size as this. Where's my sample? And it's because we're gonna make a little package and then we're gonna glue it to the front. Okay? It doesn't have to be white. You could go Fresh Freesia if you wanted to. You'll see. You'll decide what you want to do. We don't need this. I had originally wanted to put a longer strip across here, but it was too much. So we have these little 2 pieces. These are from the dies. Then we've got a couple of bodies. Where's my, here. So let's just glue this, I should say, just to get it tacky. And then we'll set it aside. Oops, that's way too much glue. There we go. How many of you have this silicone mat? I love mine. It lives on my desk. I actually have a few now. I don't think I need this glue anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it right now. All right. We'll stamp our sentiment later. Let's get to the good part. All right. I actually want this. So this silicone mat doubles as when you're using photopolymer stamps, there's no cushion, so this acts as a bit of a cushion for things. All right. Who's only ever made one shaker card? Who said that? Pam? Are you kidding me, Pam? How is that even possible? I'm shocked by that. Well, hopefully this inspires you to make another one. They can be kind of tricky. They're intimidating faux show. Okay, so we've got our Memento Tuxedo Black. All right, so let's be strategic about how we're putting this butterfly on here. We want to make sure that we have, because we need to put these foam adhesive all the way around. So we just want to make sure that there's enough room kind of around the wings. Nailed it. Love it. So we have a little bit of like just. Okay, now the next thing is that we need to bring out that behemoth machine again, and we need this die. So we're gonna go like that. So let's get, all right, so we're just doing, there's no special way to put this in. You're just doing your regular, like layering of your mats and whatever, your cutting plates, I should say. So we're gonna line this up and we're gonna cut this out of the designer series paper. I bought a third one of these die cutting machines. So if you're gonna join for the crafting chat in March, which if you miss it, there's only 2 spots left. I'm gonna have a third machine, so there's less waiting. All right, so now we're gonna take this white piece. So here's our sample. So we're gonna take our die cut piece, we're gonna put it here, no glue. We just want it for the frame. So I'm gonna put glue on the butterfly and we're gonna put it, we're just gonna use the negative space to help us get it on the paper correctly. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. But we're using Tombow, so we got time to move it around if we need to. That's pretty darn good. I'm not worried about gluing down the antennae. I don't want to deal with glue on the inside. I'm fine with it being the way that it is. See, because it's going to be covered anyways, you know, we're going to put this body on, that black body on, and then that comes off. Okay, now let's start working with our strips. So, where are they? This is what they look like. I don't know why I cut them, but I did. So we're just gonna take a strip, or you can take a whole strip, doesn't matter. Okay, here's the trick. Don't get too crazy with trying to get around all the little nooks and crannies. It's not that important, so don't stress out about it. You wanna have, I'm gonna bring it up close to the camera, and you're just gonna train it to go around your image. Doesn't have to be super close. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all gonna be covered up anyways. So here's the trick. You wanna make sure that these 2 pieces, like where they meet, they need to be right up close, because where's my shaker stuff? This stuff, when we put it in, we don't want it to fall out. Okay, that's really close. So see how I'm not coming into these little corners? It's just not that important. And really, the foam pieces are not meant to be that nimble. All right, let's do one more. So we're butting that up close, and I'm just gonna go right over, and then we're just gonna snip. So snip it close, you know? And then save that. So that's where we're at. Okay so far? Now, here's where we need to fill in this space, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna make our little package, and it's gonna go like this. But if right now, this is only holding up one side of it. I need to build out these sides. If you were to use dimensionals, it's not going to be the same size, or height, I should say. So I don't want that to be a problem, which it would be with the dimensionals. Okay, I'm gonna throw you away because I don't want to deal with you. You're too little. Let's go here. So there's no real rhyme or reason. You're just trying to build this up. I might be going a little excessive here, but whatever. It's all good. Lance and I are gonna go for a date night tonight. We're going to dine around and stay in town. I think I'm just gonna add a little love here. Yep, all right. Now, you need to be careful with this next. I got too much crap around here. All right, now we're gonna add the shaker bits to the middle. How much do you need? I don't know, about that much. There's no real, maybe like a tablespoon? It's really up to you what you want to put in here. How much you want to put in here. Like, it's very sticky to my fingers. It'll get everywhere, which is part of the fun. I don't think I've ever used a full thing of this. Okay, other things people do is if they have little bits, these butterflies are a little bit too big, but if you have, other die cut pieces that are small and relevant to your theme, you could stamp and die cut, and then add them into here as well. I don't know, that much maybe? Once you make a shaker card and then you'll be finished with it and you'll be like, yeah, I did too much or I didn't do enough, you'll get the hang of it. Okay, we're gonna come back to you. Now, here's where we need to be really careful, because when you are taking, like honestly, when you are taking the adhesive off, we have to be careful because we don't want the shaker stuff to come out. So here's what I mean. Hold the card down and pull up to take your backing off. Sure, you could take the backing off before you put the guts in the middle. It's totally fine, whatever way you want to do it. I find that sometimes my sticky bits, it's not magnet, it's like static cling to the sticky bits. So you'll figure it out how you want to do it. So I'm holding the base down because I don't want to bump it. All right, now let's do the most important piece carefully, especially when you're coming around the corners. Yeah, so just take your time with that. Who has this? Date night, it is so fancy. And we have Valentine's Day date night sorted as well. I can't remember where, House of Botang maybe? I honestly don't remember where Lance booked. We're doing a double date for Valentine's with Christy and Peter. All right, so now we are exposed. Okay, listen, you only get one go at this, so be careful, take your time. Deep breath. We're going on right like this, okay? I gotta get my head right over it. Use your grid line on your paper. Don't get excited and put it down right away. Just take your time to line it up. I gotta get my head right over it. Yeah. I think I'm good. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put my window sheet on. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is a hot mess. Look at, nothing's holding my shaker inside. Oh my gosh, what the heck am I gonna do now? All right, I'm not even with this right now. Hang on. I don't know where my paper is and I can't move. Can I pull this up? Nope. Okay, where's my paper? One moment. Like seriously, I can't even right now with this. I don't know where my paper is. Okay, so instead of you watching me in the corner going, where are you, Tanya? Seriously, I don't even know where the paper is. I'm looking all around, like all of my mess here. Oh, I'm gonna find it as soon as I'm done. Oh, I found it, I found it. It's right here. All right, going back. Okay. We're back on track, folks, don't worry. Okay, very carefully move this to the side. Can't believe I forgot my window sheet. Here's my window sheet right here. Whew, I saved the day. All right, so let's find fresh freesia. There it is. So we're just gonna cut this, and it's 1/4 of an inch smaller. So we're gonna go at 4. For any of you watching that going, Tanya, where's the window sheet? So that's good. Now I also need to, I'm gonna freehand cut my window sheet. So let's die cut this. No problem, I don't think. Sometimes I wish you all could yell at me. All right, so here's the trick. I need to line this up with this. It's gonna be tricky, y'all. So I think, let's do this. You think a clear piece over top, that might be good, Pam. We're just gonna have to, yeah, that's a good idea, Pam, actually. Yep. Okay, good call, Pam. Pivot. Okay, so let's cut our window sheet. So Pam is saying cut this and then put the DSP over top, which is good. All right, so this piece, it doesn't have to be exact. It just needs to be over the outside a bit so that we're catching all of the pieces. So I'm just taking a very thin slice because I need it to go all the way there because it's quite tight. Geez, that's disappointing, hey? I worked so hard to prepare for this live. Oh well. All right, so what we should have done is this piece of paper, this designer series paper, pretend this is cut. We're gonna flip this and glue the window sheet on, but instead we're gonna do it this way. Don't go too close to the edges. We just need enough glue, whoops, to hold it down. Oh my God. Well, I guess everybody's human, right? We all make mistakes. Okay, this is going over like this. So this will be how it looks, except for if you did it the other way. So after you put the shaker stuff in, or before, this die cut piece, you're gonna add your window sheet to the back. And that's gonna hold all your bits in. Now, we still have this situation where we need to die cut this. This is gonna go over like this. Yeah, that's good. It's not gonna be the same, I don't think, you know, because how can I line it up just so? Whatever, we're just gonna have to roll with it. Where's the sticky? Use the clear, Pam, you're a genius. You need to be doing this live, girl. Okay, now Pam is saying, do this. Pam, why do you not do lives? Oh, I see what you're saying. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go like this. And we're totally saving this card. So I'm trying to get the same, there it is. The same image. Gosh, love you, Pam. This is a whole other set of techniques, tips. All right, then we're gonna do this. Yep, it's coming around. Shoot. Did I line this up? So stay tuned for more tips. Yep, that's good. Okay. So this is going to line up right along here. All right, we're just going to cut. We're just going to see what happens. I think this, there we go. So I'm going to cut through both of these. I don't need the plastic sheet, but I also don't want to try to take the plastic away from the paper. You know what I mean? Since I have it lined up. Okay, how you guys liking the live so far? Well, we're hoping this is gonna work. Okay, here we go. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Don't worry, friends. It's just because it's got the plastic in there. All right, let's see how we go. So we actually have a clear butterfly now, which I'm sure we could probably heat emboss that actually. All right, then we have this piece, which is stuck because I put glue. Okay, let's see if it fits. So keep that, that's pretty too. Okay, let's see how we go. Oh my gosh, I nailed it. Thank you so much, Pam. You the best. So this is what we would normally do if we were putting the window sheet on the other side. Window sheet is a critical element to a shaker card. And yeah, card saved. Beautiful. Just like I knew what I was doing. Whew. I'm so happy that we were able to save that. Okay, now the shaker stuff will stay on the inside. Okay. Whew. All right, where's my other pieces? Oh, all right, so we've got our tiny little butterfly. Let's put this body on. So you could leave it like that without this body, but I felt like the body kind of added a nice addition. Like so. Add some definition to it. And then for the sentiment, we're going to use fresh freesia. And we're going to use the hello that's here. And so similar to our, whoops, sample, we're going to add a little, I think I'm going to snip this one. So we're going to stamp, then we're going to add our bit to the back and finish it up. I have, I don't know, if you've watched me for a long time, there's been some pretty good mess ups. This one was pretty good. It wasn't as good as really some other ones, but thank goodness you're here, Pam. So I'm just adding a little bit of extra, obviously, to the back of the sentiment. So with the Tombow, you can move it around. I recommend you move it around to get it even on both sides. And then we're finishing up. So since I made a bit of a boo-boo, I'm not gonna do the inside with you because I don't wanna keep you, oh, I'm already at 9:40. I don't wanna keep you for too much longer. So that goes there. Then we've got our little butterfly here. Oh, that's too much. So I'm just accenting the wings. Which do you like better, the fresh freesia or the balmy blue? Now, here's how I did these little gems. So in here, ever so carefully, you're gonna take out, there's these little, can you see the raised piece there? Yeah, I think the body makes a difference too, Gail. I agree. Ooh, my hand's extra sticky today. Just want to pick up a little bit of that glue using my putty end. Honestly, I spent so much work on these to make a fantastic show, but it's good. I will put all of the, I did a video to make one of the samples, so I'll post that probably tomorrow. So you could use, obviously you don't have to use what's in here if you don't want to fuss with what I'm doing. But these are, they're pretty. They pop up and they're, you know, they coordinate with what's going on the inside, like in here. Let's go here. All right, that's it for us. For me, oh gosh, I lied. We have to put it on the base, duh. Oh, Tanya. Okay, so now we have our package, right? We're just gonna add it to a card base. Make sure it's opening the right way. So that's that. So I'm just noticing, I'm not going to deal with it now because I'm fine with it, but just in case, as a tip, if you're making these, before you put your package on your base, do you see how this one, you can see a bit of the white that's there? Like ever so slightly. You could have taken your long scissors, don't do it with your snips because it'd be too finicky, but with long scissors, and just shave that off before you put it on your card base, if you want. I think it's fine. Okay, there's our two projects, our two shakers. So you see what I mean? You'll get an idea of how much stuff you want in the middle. Like one of these has more than the other. I don't think you can notice very much. But yeah, there you go. There's our projects. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for participating in my whoops. And have a fantastic weekend. Bye for now.